Awutalina minya kumbula elona ngasihleli sisemaweni Awutalina minya kumbula elona ngasihleli sisemaweni Awutalina minya kumbula elona ngasihleli sisemaweni
Hello everybody, welcome back to Sing Sitela Wena. We stopped, we're still talking about UMfecane.
Yes.
In the last session, in our last podcast, we spoke about why this happened. Now, and we stopped just when Mr. Maibong Nkala was introducing King Shaka. Please continue, Mr. Nkala.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, sorry, I think there was a problem with the phone the call.
Okay,
But
so
anyway,
I said,
yes.
We stopped when you said King Shaka was part of the Ibutho Lezich.
Yes, the Izichwe.
Yes.
Yes. So
dust.
Yes. So when we shorten it, we say Izichwe. So Izichwe is the Khoisan people, but the whole name was called Utulilwe Zichwe. Yes, this was an elite group,
an elite fighting battalion. Yes, King Dingiswayo's own. Yeah. Okay.
So I said one of the people who was there, you said it was Shaka, which is true. So now I'm introducing King Shaka into the story. Now this is how he got into the story of UMfecane.
Yes.
So now, Shaka was a prince, right?
Yes.
His father was a Zulu king. The Zulus were also there in Nguni land. So he was his father was a Zulu king who was called Senzangakhona.
Okay.
Senzangakhona was the son of Queen Mthani. Remember we said the Zulus are also called He was Mthania's son, Queen Mthania's son. So he was the king, and one of his wives was called Ndebele. She was a princess. Well, it's a complicated story on its own, right?
Yes.
Because now so she was Princess Mhlongo, the son of King Mbebe. So the Mhlongo people were also another Nguni people there who were staying in a kingdom called the Elangeni. So now what happened is it's another story again, because the story is included today. Because the Mhlongo people now, they are saying they still want some bride price. Princess Nandi was not. They didn't say Princess Nandi's bride price, so they still want it even today. So they say King Shaka is a Mhlongo, not he has to use. He's using his mom. He must use his mother's surname
because they didn't pay lobola.
So So anybody who wants to talk about Shaka, it is their Shaka because they never paid the bride price. So it's another story. But now, so now this princess, for now, like for the sake of progress, was the wife of King Senzangakhona. So she was a Mhlongo princess, or should I say a princess from Elangeni, which was a neighboring kingdom. Today is Melmoth, a place called Melmoth. In Zulu or in Nguni we say Emalimate. Yes, so that is where she was from, and then she went to the Zulu kingdom as the wife of King Senzangakhona, and they got two children, which was firstly the son Shaka, and then his younger sister Nomcoba. So, but the marriage was not fruitful. So King Prince Shaka at that time, he was a prince, so they had to move out with his mother and young sister back to the Mhlongo people, but it seems like there were problems there. So now they're going around, looking for a place to stay. And there was this Mthethwa, as I was talking, there was this Mthethwa kingdom, which is now coming up, right?
Yes.
So now, when King Dingiswayo was now reforming the military, Shaka and his mother, Prince Shaka and his mother, they were staying in the Mthethwa Kingdom also.
Okay.
And they were under, like the family was under there was a foster parent called Mbiya or Mbila. So now the Mthethwa, okay, let me tell you something about the language. So the Mthethwa people, they spoke a dialect called Istefuya.
Yes.
We say Istefuya in Nguni. This is whereby you put Y, the letter Y, where in my dialect you put the letter L.
Okay.
You see? So like if I say ilambazi is a porridge.
Yes.
So if you tefuya, you say ilambazi.
Okay.
You see? Yes. So now Princess Nandi was staying under the foster father of Shaka. He was called Mbiya in their language, but in my language we say Mbila. So it means a rock rabbit. Yes, Mbila Mthethwa. So they were there, yes, and then, so they said all the boys, conscription army. So Shaka, as he was part of the community, he became part of this elite group, Izichwe.
Okay.
And he became so drilled, he became so fit.
Yeah.
That's like every member of Izichwe. And King Dingiswayo also got to understand that there is a prince there among the Izichwe.
Yes.
You see, so we are going to talk about that here. I just wanted to make you know that
how he
Shaka was there, and he trained, because this was going to be the regiment that was going to turn the whole game upside down, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
So now King Dingiswayo's military prowess, because it managed to make him create a big Commonwealth.
Yeah.
You know, so what he did is when he felt that now I can fight. So he did the usual way, like as I told you, that war was like a game sometimes.
Yes.
So he would just invite people, so they would just invite kingdom. Let's come and play this war game.
Yes.
And they're always winning. And they make sure that when they win, sometimes you are under them. If you don't want, they're gonna use the short stepping spear, you know, to show you that you're actually under them.
Okay.
So he was this diplomatic guy, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
He was so diplomatic because he had seen it all outside. So he didn't use the total war. So in war,
use force all the time.
Yes, there is a total war, right? I think you know the total war, right?
Yes.
And then there is a limited war, you know,
yes.
A war whereby you just want to go to the table, say you just fight
show
a bit,
your strength,
and then you say let's go and negotiate into. So he was like that.
Yes.
He was a diplomat.
Yeah.
He was so diplomatic, you know. So he did all the tricks but at the end of the day he was winning, always winning.
Yeah.
Some even some now, because they knew about this thing, because he wanted to take the whole of Nguni land now. Yes. He was coming to everyone. No one was safe. Yeah. So some would just they would just freely say no.
Sort of like
under you.
Him. So as soon as the was coming, they knew they started negotiating.
Yeah, yeah, because these stories, as much as there were no WhatsApp, but stories were so fastly going, yes. among kingdoms. So he was so powerful. They've never seen such a thing before. Yeah. You know what he came with. He came with a new game.
Yeah.
And through that, he also in that. Even the Mthethwa people, they became these respected people. If you're Mthethwa, you were so respected, yes. by the Nguni people that time. Even the Mthethwa language, this Tefuya, it was like, I don't know where they should call it, the lingua franca, or I don't know how to put it, but it was like the dialect of the elite people.
Of the elite, okay.
To a point, and there was this new trend that came when they were saluting him. His army, when it was saluting him, they would say, Bayethe! Yeah. He's the one who, the army came with that.
Okay.
Bayethe Nkosi! it's like to say like Hello Majesty, like something like that.
Yes.
But literally, remember I said the tefuya, they use a Y where we put an L. So
Yes.
what do you think it is called in our dialect?
In Ndebele,
It's in Ndebele.
they were saying Bayethe Nkosi. Bring
Yes,
them so that we can
Bayethe
fight
Nkosi.
with them.
Bring them.
Yes, we'll sort
Bring them.
out.
We are waiting for them. Yes, yes. So now we are like, Bayethe. They're always ready for wars. They're
Okay.
confident. They knew they
It was
could
sort of like
take
a
it.
war cry.
You know. Yes, but it was even to now. This thing even today, many kings are now using it. You know, to
Yes.
say Bayethe Nkosi.
Yes.
You know, when I went to.
Yes.
When I went to
Yes.
Bayethe. So
Okay.
that's why it's so, even today, it started with King Dingiswayo. So he was also a trendsetter, you know.
Yes.
Yes. So he managed to control the route to Delagoa Bay
Okay.
as a middleman. So now nobody is going to go through that route without
Or
his
venture
approval
into
or without
his
tax or anything
territory,
like that.
Without
Yes,
any consequences.
yes. Yes, and he also controlled the elephants and the ivory in his sphere of influence.
Okay.
And so all these vassal kings, you know, they also were forced to pay a tax. You know, in some old English literature they say a tribute, but it's tax actually. I don't know why when it is now Africans they call it tribute. It's tax.
But it was a tax. Okay.
They pay tax. Yes, it's like a protection tax, you know, something like that. Like
Yes.
I can even think sometimes they can even say it's extortion.
It is extortion.
But some form of.
But then you
some
need
form of,
protection.
you know,
Yes. Yes. I'm
some form of
protecting
showing
you
that, you know,
from the Portuguese and
from
everyone. So you need
no, I'm protecting you from myself.
Okay.
I'm protecting you from myself.
Yes. So you need to pay me.
So yeah. So there must be some form of allegiance, some token of allegiance.
Yes.
So takes on some form, and in the long run, obviously, he became filthy rich, right?
Yes.
And so some of them, they'll bring their daughters, because remember what I said, the relationship between the mother-in-law and the son-in-law. Do you remember? So now, do you see now, the more we talk about this podcast, the more it is easy for our listeners to understand. You see?
Yes.
So now, you know, it is now a diplomatic transaction.
Yes.
I take my daughter to be
the king,
his wife.
Yes.
Yes.
I become protected.
And then he's going to see me as the mother-in-law.
Yes.
And a son-in-law respects the mother-in-law,
yes.
Which means the son-in-law is, in other words, the son-in-law is not going to the son-in-law is not going to kill the father-in-law as a way of respecting the mother-in-law.
Yes, that's very clever.
So now the issue of women, that we will take, the power of women is now coming up now.
Yes.
You see? So people were praying this, you know, their daughters, and even them, some of his daughters were being taken by these, you know, the most important people in the society. And he created this Mthethwa Commonwealth,
okay.
You know. And sometimes what he did is he will replace a king he felt was not in his favor or was not favorable, you know. And he would put someone that he felt was loyal to him. Okay. And this is where the story of Prince Shaka comes in. So what happened is the Zulu king, he died, right? So when he died, and then the heir of the throne was Prince Shaka, and Shaka became the king.
Yes.
Became the king.
Yes.
But now the Zulu people, they are part of the Mthethwa Commonwealth.
Yes.
And
King Dingiswayo
felt that, you know, I've actually indoctrinated a prince here.
Mm-hmm.
A Zulu prince. He knows my philosophy.
Yeah.
Yes, he knows the whole story. He knows my philosophy. He's loyal to me. I don't even know that one. Yeah. You know. So now a plan was made for King Shaka to be killed, if I can put it that way.
Okay.
It's a long story. Yeah,
Yes.
it's another long story on its own.
Yes.
But because we are talking about Umfecane, people just know that he was killed by the blessings of, or by the orders of King Dingiswayo
Yes.
to put King Shaka.
Okay.
So now you see, so this commonwealth is like this. It's like there's a king on top.
Yeah.
He's the king of kings. You see.
Yes.
So there's this King Dingiswayo reigning over the. So now, if you go to the old literature, they will say chiefs. No, they're not chiefs. This is why even today you will find some other kings in Africans. They are called chiefs or paramount chiefs. Those were kings.
Yes.
Because they were kingdoms.
Yes.
You see. So that was King Dingiswayo for you, and then
so
he was not the only person.
King Shaka.
Yeah, sorry.
He installed King Shaka in the Zulu kingdom.
Yes, he's the one who. And when he went there, he asked, "Is there anybody with a problem?" No, actually, one of his family members. I forget his name, but I know his name, so it's not that I just forget. So now when the delegation was going there, to the Zulus,
yes,
to talk about this issue, there was Izichwe were there.
I don't think they were going to talk about it. They were going to tell them that they've got a new king.
Yes, and that time, and what they did was they first they came up with a plan to kill King Mzilikazi, and then they just came, like they're just coming, no problem, nothing. And then they came, then they summoned everybody, and then they say, This is the new king. He's your son.
Mm-hmm.
You know everything about him.
Yes.
So is there anybody here, anyone who feels like there's a problem?
Yeah.
And there's nobody who said anything. But now it's a story for another day. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, yes. Nobody said Chloe. Yes. So now he said, okay, so so now King Dingiswayo did not literally kill King Mzilikazi.
Yeah.
He came up with a plan that it's like King Mzilikazi is killed by someone, and then he comes and then says, "Is there any problem?" So, but now King Dingiswayo was not the only ambitious king. There was also another ambitious king, Zwide. He was the king of a kingdom called the Ndwandwe people.
Okay.
Today the Ndwandwes were in present day, like places like Nongoma, Makutu, Pongolo. He was also is another character. It's only that this is we are speaking of Umfecane. Umfecane is a long. I can talk to all about Umfecane.
Yes.
But now because we're talking about because of time. But what I want people for now to know is he was so ambitious.
Yes.
King Zwide. And he was also forming his own commonwealth.
Okay.
And he sometimes King Dingiswayo will defeat him, but he will also come back. So they're fighting a lot. And then there's something which happened in 1817. Now we are now coming to Umfecane. Yes. Now I was giving you a background.
Yes.
So now there's something which happened in 18. This is now I said Umfecane started in 1817. Do you remember?
Yes.
I said 1817.
Yes.
Now we are in 1817. Let's listen very carefully. What really took place. So now this is what happened. There is a place today in KZN called KZN is KwaZulu-Natal province, right?
Yes.
There's a place called Vryheid. It's a place like Plumtree, something like that. Yes. So now in Vryheid there, one of the kingdoms there was called the Ngwane kingdom. Not the Ngwane. So now there are two Ngwane. So now there are the Ngwane, the Swazi people from in Eswatini. Yes. Then there are the Ngwane. These Ngwane I am talking about. So the king there was called the Matiwane. So they used this. So the dynasty or the clan, the royal clan, they use the Hlongwane surname. People, if you know people of Hlongwane.
Okay. Yes.
So they are the ones who yes. Today their kingship is found in Beckville by the Drakensberg Mountains there in KwaZulu-Natal. But at this time they were in present-day Vryheid.
Okay.
So now this king now it was now this time of King Dingiswayo and Zwide. So you also need to know your story, right?
Yes.
So now what King Matiwane did was, he said, okay, this is what, because now what these people were now doing now, when they're now attacking you, they're now coming as a Commonwealth.
Yes.
One of the advantages of being in a Commonwealth was that when you are attacking, you are part of the team, and then you can even be assigned to look at those defeated people. They'll be coming, instead of them going to King Dingiswayo, they'll be coming to you.
Yes.
You see. So joining a Commonwealth was also, as much as you were paying some extortions, some people also paying extortions to you. Yeah, some also. So now Matiwane, he was like, okay, what must I do now? So King Matiwane, what he did is, he took some of his cattle, or some of the national cattle, and then he gave it to, I don't know, should I say loan it, or, you know, when you take something, then you bank it to another kingdom.
Yes.
So he took some of the shares, or the royal cattle, or the national cattle, and then he asked the neighboring king. The king was called the King Mzilikazi the second. You know, the Shubis, those were the Shubis. You know, we spoke about the Shubis. You remember? Yeah. So now they're being led by King Mzilikazi the second. His birth name was called Ungwajazbov. So he said, Mr. Mzilikazi, you know, this is the situation, you know. So now what he wanted was, when whoever was going to come to raid him, he wanted to have something to begin a life, you know.
Yes.
He wanted something, you know, because no one trusted anyone. So what happened was, it was King Dingiswayo and his Commonwealth that first attacked him. And they took whatever they took, and then they said, no, don't worry, you are now part of the Commonwealth. Yes. You know, he also joined the Commonwealth. But now, before he could even revive himself, King Zwide came on top of him again. And remember, like I said, King Dingiswayo was using a limited war as a diplomacy, but King Zwide was using total war.
Yeah,
he was a total war guy. So King Zwide did whatever, and he also had a Commonwealth. He did a lot of damage
because he wasn't using diplomacy.
Yes, it was his own style. Yes. So now what happened was this: that one will use a limited war to make you part of him.
Yes.
Now King Zwide, what he did is he will apply total war.
Yeah. Such
that you will go to him and you say, I'm sorry to him.
Okay.
The way he has defeated you. So it was also a strategy to say, I'm going to destroy everything. I'm going to take everything.
Yes.
But you can come and talk to me. Maybe I can negotiate with you. So it was also diplomacy, but it was more aggravating, or should I say, it was more destructive than that one.
Yeah.
So both were diplomats, but they were geniuses in their own way, in their own skills, in their own strategies. But so this one comes and boom, and took everything.
Yeah.
No property, nothing. Like
was left.
There was fire everywhere. Kids are dead. People are crying. That was King Zwide for you.
Yes.
And now, King Matiwane said, okay, let me go to King Mzilikazi. Okay, what happened is happened. Let me go to King Mzilikazi, because now they thought that okay, since I am now part of the King Dingiswayo Commonwealth, okay, I am going to revenge this King Zwide. Yes. But for now, because those were some of the advantages or some of the benefits of being part of the Commonwealth. Yes. So he said, okay, but let me first go and take my cattle to King Mzilikazi.
Yes.
So King Mzilikazi the second was said, no, I am not your head boy that you can take and bring your cattle the way you want.
Yes.
So now what happened was, when Dingiswayo was exiled, right?
Mm-hmm.
King Dingiswayo once went to the Shubi people, you know, and one of the places he stayed was the Shubi people, so they knew him very well.
Yes.
So when King Dingiswayo was now defeating everybody, being under his allegiance, he left the Shubi people. So the Shubis were not his under him. They were partners with you. They were like partners, with him. They were like an alliance, not an allegiance.
Yes.
So now whoever touches King Mthimkhulu physically touched King Dingiswayo.
Yes.
You see? And you see now Matiwana now the Izichwe Commonwealth has done what it has done.
Yes.
Now if he touches King Mthimkhulu now King Dingiswayo again is not going to, So that was the situation, yes. But now King Matiwana was very angry, he felt that now, no. King Dingiswayo came here and sort of forced me to be under him, and then this other one comes and destroys everything. Now I'm going to get my cake and says this thing.
Yes,
I'm also now going to do what I think.
Yes.
Yeah, he became so angry. I can use the word flabbergasted. And he in Ndebele or Zulu, we say, when you are going for war, we call war impi, right?
Yes.
So we say ukuthumela impi. So the total war is called impi above. So he sent impi above. He also sent impi above. He also sent total war to the Shubis.
Yes.
And they say King Mthimkhulu was by the field there, by the crop field. He also had got these military regiments. There's one called Ushi and the other one was called Umsimbi. They're very, very lethal also. He went there and he did what he did. The same, is let me just call it catastrophic, right? And the Shubis, they dispersed in all corners, This is why today you will find a Ratebe writing Ratebe. You've ever seen like Lucas Ratebe. Many people, it is actually Lucas Ratebe, but when the right is R.
Yes.
So he is a Ratebe. So those are the Ratebes who are now under the Xhosa like text.
Yes.
What I'm trying to say is that the Shubis, they dispersed in all four corners of directions.
Yes.
And with the dispersal, the kingdom was decentralized. So now, if a prince goes with this section, like the people who go with this kind of prince are now his people. You see?
Yes.
So if a prince runs away with a certain, maybe with 200 people going north, he becomes the king of those people.
Yes.
If the other prince goes like this, so that is what happened. They should they were in present day Utretcht and Newcastle in KwaZulu-Natal there.
Yes.
And King Matiwane, he also settled there a bit. So in other words, what I'm trying to say is they had to move out.
Yes.
He took he got his keke and he got their keke. You see?
They should have just given him his kettle when he asked.
No, because King Dingiswayo was so, he was so great. He was, if you had King Dingiswayo's protection,
you could
nobody's going to touch you. Yeah. So he never thought King Matiwane was going to do that.
Yes.
He thought yeah. So, the Shubi now. So now there is this one group, under Prince Mpangazita. Prince Mpangazita was the brother of King Mthimkhulu. King Mthimkhulu was caught and killed, you see.
Okay.
And then now there was this group of the Shubis under Prince Mpangazita. Are we together there?
Yes.
So he was the prince, but he was the brother. Now he became the king of his following.
Yes.
Right? So now the Shubi people or their kingdom was just by the foot of the Drakensberg Mountains.
Okay.
You see? So now they just crossed the Drakensberg Mountains, the mighty Drakensberg Mountains. So now they're on the eastern side.
Yes. So
the western side of Drakensberg Mountains were the territories of the Sotho kingdoms, as much as the eastern were the territories of the Nguni kingdoms.
Okay.
So he jumped to the Sotho kingdom with nothing. With nothing. And they were hungry. So they went to this valley. It is called the Vryheid Valley. It's in present-day Harrismith.
Okay.
Present-day Harrismith there. It's called Vryheid. There's a river, I think it's called...
Yes. Hello?
Hello, yes.
Yes.
So when hello, yes.
They went to
so when they got
side.
there were many so there were many Sutus there, and there was this kingdom called the Batlokwa kingdom, Batlokwa. Batlokwa. This is where the Mzonga comes from.
Okay.
Mutlokwa, like the Mzonga, yes.
Okay.
So they were under a regent, Queen Mother Madantis. So they were so hungry, and they had no time to ask for refuge to anyone. So they attacked them.
Okay.
With total war. With total war. Just like that, like you are sleeping, then the next thing there's a total war. You don't even know these people. So now Queen Mantantisi, he also ran away, but now he was also not prepared to talk to anybody.
Yes.
He also applied total war to someone. And that someone applied total war to someone. And that someone applied to... So now there was this series of wars, which we call UMfecane. But now in Zulu, they call it defacade. That's the equivalent of UMfecane. Okay. Nobody was now prepared. Because now there was now this trend. So there was this trend that, who am I to go and ask, am I the weakest king?
And that concludes today's episode of UMfecane Part 3. Join us again soon for Part 4. Thank you very much for listening. We really appreciate your support. And to Mr. Arnold Mabongengala, thank you. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to share with your friends, and also follow us on Spotify or iTunes and TikTok, and subscribe on YouTube. Thank you.
Dalina minya kumbula elona ngahleli sisemaweni Dalina minya kumbula elona ngahleli sisemaweni Dalina minya kumbula elona ngahleli sisemaweni
Hello everybody, and welcome to Zingsithela Wena, part 4 of UMfecane. We left off part 3 when there was war and chaos everywhere in Nguniland. That's where we pick it up with Mr. Arnold Mabongengala.
Because I was attacked without any explanation, and the person who attacked me, I'm hearing that he was attacked without explanation. So am I going to be the first one? So nobody was prepared to talk to anybody else.
Yes.
So I spoke up. I told you what is UMfecane. So if I say total war, you get the picture of what is happening now. Yes, yeah. Village after village, flames after flames. You know. And then on the eastern side now of the Drakensberg, Madiwan again was no longer in a way of negotiating with anybody again. Yeah. So now he started to attack all the kingdoms around Newcastle there, like in if you know the geography, you know there is Nambiti, which is Nambiti is Lady Smith. That is where the Lady Smith Black Mambazo they come from.
Yes.
Yeah, attacked. No, yeah, all that place. There were the Bele kingdoms. The Bele people. I'm a Bele people who use the surname like Ndebele, Chabangu, Ntuli, but yeah, something like that. Okay. And they were well known for So he attacked them, killing them, and now if he got a chief there or a king, he would take out his, how can I put it? We say inyongo, a gallbladder, and he will drink it. It was a magical ritual to strengthen him, So he did a lot of total war there. Even the places on the foot of Drakensberg by the backfield.
Queen Matiwan.
Matiwan, yes. He's now an overlord. He's now very angry. He's got no time to talk to anybody else. People have been attacking him, and he has been very quiet. Now he is now attacking.
Was it Queen Matiwan or King Matiwan?
No, King Matiwan. I said they're the Shongwane people.
Yeah, the Shongwane people. Okay.
Matiwan.
Yes.
The Queen Mother, I said she is called Mandantis. Yes. So now King Matiwan, he has been attacked twice by King Dingiswayo and King Zwide, and he has been quiet. So now he has no time to talk to anybody again. So now there was this spirit of attacking.
Yes.
He attacked many kingdoms there, like the Beles, and the Bele people were very feared because there was this thing that they were cannibals. He didn't care. He killed them, and there were these by the Drakensberg there, by Beckville, and the people like the Zizi people. This is where the surname Zizi comes from. The Zizi clan.
Yeah.
Attacked the Zizi, he attacked them, and all the way to Colenso, Escort, all those kind of places. Yes. He attacked them. Total war.
Yes.
And taking all the cake in everything, women, everything, killing. He was killing. I think they say he was even killing women and children. He was very, very, very. He had no time for anything.
Okay.
His total war was even more. His total war was even more. Like how can I put severe than King Zwide. And the King Matiwan.
Yeah.
And the King Matiwan did not have that time to say, you're under me or whatever. He just wanted what he wants because he wants land, he wants wealth. He doesn't want whether you want to be under him or not. If you are going out of the territory, it's your own choice.
Okay. So some people fled and seek refuge in other communities.
Some people they ran away. A lot of people ran away. Like
a lot of refugees.
The Mthembu, they were under King Ngoza. They ran away, and some of them when they ran away, they are attacking others. Others are attacking others.
Yes.
And remember, during that time again, King Zwide is in this Commonwealth, they're attacking others, and King Dingiswayo, they're attacking others.
Yes.
On the eastern side is an attack on the eastern side of the Drakensberg is an attack. On the western side of the Drakensberg is an attack again.
Yes. So
that was Infecane for you see.
Yes.
And as they were attacking each other, left, right, and center, and King Dingiswayo was finally killed by King Zwide. It's another long story, a very long story. And then King Shaka now is taking over the Mthethwa Commonwealth. Is now it's now the Zulu Commonwealth now.
Okay.
It's another long story again, but now it's like King Shaka was under King Dingiswayo, and then after the death of King Dingiswayo, King Shaka takes over the whole Commonwealth because he was like the fittest there.
Yes.
So now the Mthethwa Commonwealth is now the Zulu Commonwealth. You see.
Yes.
So now and then King Shaka again. He also attacks the Zwide Commonwealth and defeats it, and and then Ndwandwe they disperse all over the place. So now some groups that were being defeated, some of them they went out of Nguniland and attacking other groups in Mozambique, in Zimbabwe, in Botswana,
they were on the
and they're going, and yes. And even the Sotho people, some Sotho people were also attacking, like the Sotho people, there is this king called King Kari of the Mangwato in Botswana, attacking the Kalanga king there. Now it was Chilisamu. You remember we spoke about the laws, Mambo Chilisamu.
Yes.
You know when we speak about Prince Shaka, he was attacked, but he managed to fight. So now even the Kalanga Kingdom was finally defeated. Now people going all over up until the south of Mombasa in Kenya.
Yes.
That is how it went.
That's how it spread.
Yes, on the other side of on the western side of the Drakensberg Mountains, we have got people like new nations. There is a king called Sibitwani of the Kololo people.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of him?
No.
Yeah, so now this is a new nation now. They went to Kololo. In Ndebele we say Amangabuzani, which is
yes.
in English we can say those are stock birds.
Yes.
Those so those birds are always they are migratory. So now that is why they are called the Makululu. They're saying this nation is like these birds which are always migrating. They were always migrating and destroying people there. Up until they went to southern Zambia. Where it is called the Barota land. Have you ever heard of Barota land?
Yes.
Yeah. So they were there. So the Barota people, they're a mixture of the Lozi people and the Sotho people there who came with Sibitwane. And we have got people like Zwangendaba, King Zwangendaba of the Jele. He went as far as Tanzania. So now he was now even old, and he called his capital just by the border of Tanzania and what's that? That's Zambia. Is it Tanzania and Zambia? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he called his capital Mapupo. Mapupo. It means dreams.
Okay.
So now what happened is when he was there, he was now very old, and then one day, like, his army had gone to raid by the present day Tanzania. There is a group called, there's a tribe or a group called the Sukuma people there.
Yeah.
So these people, this valuable keke called the Ankole keke. So this Ankole keke is like, you know the Ankole keke, like they've got these long horns, and
yes.
they were so valuable. Yes. So he was like, wow. He had never seen such a beautiful keke.
Yeah.
He said, I want, so now these keke were so healthy and they were so valuable. He loved those keke, the Ankole keke. And he said, before I die, I want you, this regiment, to go and take me. I want to live where these keke come from, because the fact that they're so fat and healthy, it means that that place is beautiful.
Yes.
That's
very
the place of my dreams.
Yes.
And when he got there, he said, my dream have now come true. I found the Ankole keke. I found the greenest pastures I've been looking for. I found because the people that side were not in the air as warlike as the Ngunis this side.
Yes.
So it was easy for him, So he said, Amapupu affairs, my dreams have now come true, So we have got people like King Soshangane Ngumalo, and he was from Guniland, and he formed a new kingdom called the Shangane Kingdom. So we have got people called the Shangane people. So it was in Mozambique and in Zimbabwe there by Chipinge. Yes. So the nation was called the Gasa. Gasa was his grand. So he named the nation after his grandfather, Gasa.
Okay.
So King Soshangane, they're also called the Mashangane.
Yes.
And then we have got King Mzilikazi Kumalo. He formed the Ndebele Kingdom, the nation that we are part of.
Yes.
So he was also one of the kings that they left Zululand fighting with King Shaka. So he went as far as the present day Zimbabwe and the eastern side of Botswana.
Yes.
See? So yes. So now, and then we've got the Maseko Nguni. The Maseko people, they're from present day Swaziland, Eswatini.
Yes.
And today they are found, and then today they are King Komani Maseko. He is in Cheu district in Malawi.
Okay.
Yes, that's Malawi. Yes,
Mm.
yes. And you see, so now there's this dispersal. It was now, so now new kingdoms were formed, by these Nguni people who are now running away from King Shaka and King Dingiswayo and King Matiwane and things like that. And so in fact, I think we can say it started to fade around 1840s.
Okay.
This is when now there were these new wars with the European people, like King Mzilikazi, like he started to fight with them. Before that, that was around, like they defeated him in 1837.
Yes.
You see, and then we have got people like King. The new Zulu king after King Shaka was his brother Dingiswayo, who had assassinated King Shaka with the assistance of who? The Princess Mkabayi. Do you remember?
Yes.
We spoke of King Princess Mkabayi.
Yes.
Yeah, so he was now the new king Dingane, and he fought with the Boers around 1838. So yeah, so
Okay.
basically that is Infecane, and it brought a new way of life for people in Southern Africa. Like some people abandoned their cultural practices that were deemed not useful, like as I said, with circumcision.
Yes.
So now other people were now using circumcision to attack others. For example, they would just, because you see, circumcision is a time when people are like, it's a ritual. So people are so vulnerable because boys, they have to take off these boys who are being sick. Otherwise, these boys are going to be in trouble.
Yes.
So the people will be concentrating on that, and that is the time when they attack them.
Okay.
You see, so that is so now some other. So you see, so this is why we, the Ndebele people, we don't do those circumcisions or initiation schools, because the Ndebele kingdom was born when that thing was deemed useless. It was a way to be vulnerable.
Yes.
Yes. So that's why we don't circumcise, unlike other Nguni kingdoms. So, and then you will find that members of a single family or a clan or a nation will scatter all over Southern Africa. So you will find the Nkala person here, and you find the Nkala, like I come from the Nkala clan. You find the Nkala maybe in Mashonaland, you find the Nkala in Zambia, you find the Nkala in Zimbabwe, you find the Nkala person maybe in Mozambique, South Africa. You find the Nkala everywhere because of people dispersed. So you will find
all those
people of the same nation.
They were looking for
refugees. Yes. Yeah. So you will find people of the same nation in different directions, and now they are now joining other people, getting new new identities. Yes. Some are even concealing their identities so that they don't even be known. So we have got this complicated identity issue in South Africa, such that you sometimes you won't even know what is your history, because people were hiding. Some people they wanted a new life.
Yes.
They didn't want people to know
where
what
they came from.
They didn't want. So now they have got this new family. They don't even tell their children the real story. They've got the new surname. They've got the new language, a new environment, a new nationality.
Yes.
So those are the Southern African people for you. You see.
Okay.
So yeah, that ends my presentation.
Thank you so much. It was so informative.
Yeah.
That concludes our podcast on UMfecane. Thank you so much to Mr. Arnold Maibongwe for the presentations, and to you for listening and the support. If you enjoyed this podcast, please don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and support us by liking and following us on Spotify, iTunes, and TikTok. And if you've got any suggestions on topics that you would like us to cover or want us to expand on, or if you have any questions at all or want to challenge us on some of the information that we brought you, please don't hesitate to get in touch.
City.